Ever wondered why the world's best cyclists keep coming back to this little corner of Spain? Well, I don't have their phone numbers, but I can show you why Calpe is called a cycling paradise. Let's go. Our journey begins with one of our favorite warm-up loops, culminating with the ascent to Bernia. It is one of those climbs that feels like you could roll on forever. The gentle gradient lets your legs find a comfortable rhythm, while the scent of pine trees fills the air. When you get to the other side of the pass, the descent reveals the darker side of Bernia. The road drops away steeply and you realize just how tough this climb would be from the other direction. It's enough to remind you that some tough moments await us on the future rides. But no need to worry, you've already conquered the friendlier side. By now it's too late for Bernia to catch you as you are flying down, feeling the rush and soaking in the sweeping views of Calpe below.
Yeah, we're here for cycling. Cycling? Yeah.
Bernia is just the beginning. Similarly to Mallorca, Calpe's charm lies in its variety of terrains. Head towards Valencia for flatter rides, tackle long mild hills or test yourself on a proper leg snappers. The road here mostly silky smooth. No matter what kind of ride you're after, in Calpe you're never really alone, even if you show up solo. The roads are alive with cyclists of every kind. Groups, pros, families, fellow solo riders. This vibrant community is complemented by numerous cycling-friendly cafes.
Okay, cheesecakes.
I think I can say we've practically mapped out all of those cafes in the region. A lot of them are concentrated in the valley below Calderates and along the coast. One coffee spot where you would almost feel silly walking in without cycling gear is Blanca Bikes. It comes with an incredible view of Calderates, so you can either prep here before hitting the segment or sit back and enjoy the view of the hill you've just conquered. In fact, last year we had the privilege, though I think that's not the right word, of watching a wildfire on Rates from there. A surreal moment, to say the least. But you've got options in this Rates area. Velosol, Muset Cafe and plenty more. Along the coast there's the well-known 5311 in Moreira, Baguette in Calpe, Café Ciclista in Denia, Blanca Bikes in Calpe, the Origen in Albir. There's always a treat along the way. Actually, Valdebo is the only true cafe in that zone around. It's missing a solid cyclist cafe so badly that we've even thought about opening one ourselves. Because otherwise, it's an epic ride. You start the climb from Pego. It begins with a few winding turns through a beautiful forest, gradually guiding you up to the open landscape above. Once you're there, the switchbacks come into view, stacked high above you like a ribbon across the mountain. The climb settles into a steady rhythm, pulling you toward the next curves. It's perfect for a 20-minute FTP test, interval training or a relaxed Zone 2 scenic ride. Suffer through it or cruise it. Totally up to you.
The last few hundred meters.
After that, you continue to the hill we think is named Silibre. That's a tough pill to swallow to get on the top, especially with the 15% ramp in the final kilometer. But as always, the payoff is worth it, with phenomenal views and smooth wavy descent back to Valdebo with no cars to disturb your perfect line in the turns. From there, you take the most beautiful road back. It's a next level ride, the kind that leaves you wanting more, like a kid on a playground who just keeps running back to the top of the slide. You're tired, sure, but part of you just doesn't want it to end. So after just a few hundred meters on the main road, you turn left and take on a road we call the Goats Trail. Though I can't quite remember why. This climb doesn't give up its views cheaply. You'll find yourself focusing on every single pedal stroke, thinking only about the next one. And rethinking your previous decision on not taking the shorter way home. It doesn't get easier until you're at the top, but once you're there, the valley on the other side opens up in front of you and you have to stop to take it all in.
Auto! Dobrý, no.
But if you think the hard work is done here, think again. Col de Rates is waiting, and it doesn't give you the luxury of easing in. It's neither the steepest nor the longest, but as the most famous climb and segment in the area, it carries a reputation. And if you want to put in a real effort here, you have no time to settle in, no time to pace yourself, just full gas. Okay, that was fun. Let's do the long version of Rates.
Ciao!
Turn right in the pass and at 3 kilometers and 300 meters of elevation.
This is the first time I'm doing long Rates and it's really tough. I think this is the highest spot. I hope so. Oh my god. Oops. No, it's not. Díváš si?
Nice. Taková hlubost.
Of course, no multiple day bike adventure is complete without honoring one essential tradition, the coffee ride. The bikes might be leaned outside, but the real cycling continues inside. Stories swept, segments discussed, tomorrow's route mapped out over espresso. It's well worth rolling down to Altea and grabbing a seat at the Origen.
Yeah.
Whether you are after a perfect coffee, brunch or just a simple slice of cake, this is the spot to spend some pasta and maybe plan the next challenge. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple with this cycling paradise thing. Perfect roads, perfect climbs, perfect coffee. And always someone to ride with. Maybe now it's your turn. See you out there.